Hey guys, this is just a test video. I know I look like Sasquatch. The lighting is going to be pretty bad because I don't have my inside light on and I'm driving. So, still though, you can hear my voice and it's kind of the same as me just narrating a video. Let me turn this down. Oh, there we go. So I'm out on what I'm calling a Tri-City Cop Watch. 3 little towns here in South Texas that I'm going to be doing a little cop watching on. Right now I'm in San Benito. This is the town that failed the seatbelt audit miserably. Nobody was wearing their seatbelt. And so there's a good chance that I myself could end up being the target of this of tonight's cop watch, because I'm kind of the only one who really looks out of place right now. I'm wearing my yellow reflective vest. It's what I call a please don't shoot me vest. Or if you do shoot me, the world is going to know that I was wearing this reflective vest, even though I'm sure that they're going to tear it off my body and throw it away so that they can say that, you know, it was a black male wearing dark clothing who approached them with an object in his hand. That's it. That's automatically a good shoot right there. Black male at night, dark clothing, object in his hand. No jury anywhere is gonna convict that officer of murder, as long as they can get this reflective vest off my body before, you know, pictures start being taken. So that's why I'm kind of getting it on record here that I'm wearing this bright green, although you can't see it in this dark video. Now I'm out in the country, so I'm gonna make a U-turn. All 3 towns, especially on the weekends, are notorious for, you know, rapid succession vehicle stops, shakedowns, and vehicle searches, and Lord knows what else. So I wanted to address the fact that it's the weekend. I think I can turn my inside light on just for a little bit. Address the fact that it's the weekend and they're going to mostly be going after drunk drivers, or so they say. Here's my opinion on that. My opinion on that is the same, or very similar. I turned the light off because we're getting into the city, and I don't want to give them a reason to pull me over. Sir, is everything okay? We noticed your interior light was on. Usually that's a sign of distress. So similar to the argument for putting microchips into people, into your kids, or into everybody, because of the fact that they can use it to recover kidnapped children. Sounds great. Who would be against that? Who in their right mind would ever be against them being able to recover kidnapped children? Well, if you don't think that the entities and organizations involved in human smuggling and child kidnapping don't have the ability to defeat that technology and still carry on their illicit activities, well, then, you know, you're very naive, because they absolutely do. Man, where's the 30-mile-per-hour speed limit? I saw the 40. I don't see the 30. Well, I'm going 30 anyway. I'll get pulled over for going too slow. Oh, it's all the way up there, so I could have been doing 40 all this time. Man, what a waste. Would have loved to do 40. So, yeah, they will continue to be able to kidnap children by the tens of thousands per year, tracking chip or no. That's just what they tell you, the naive dummy who is going to foot the bill for the microchips. So in the same way, the argument for, oh, they're just pulling over drunk drivers. Yeah, okay, sure thing. They're pulling everybody over, and it's under the guise of cracking down on drunk driving. But the first thing I wanted to say about this city is, at the beginning of this, I'm going to show some B-roll footage of a stationary sign that they have, a scrolling marquee, if you will, that says, buckle up, it's the law. This is the town that failed the seatbelt audit miserably. And they've got a scrolling marquee on the side of the road that says, buckle up, it's the law. Classic government hypocrisy right there. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I was going to say the reason why I'm doing this is because a couple of people got triggered by my by my cop watch video that I did, in which nothing happened at all. No interactions with the cop, no conversation with him. I just stood there quietly recording. I spoke to the guy that got pulled over, but that was it. And a couple people got triggered by that and told me not to, in so many words, they told me not to exercise my rights. And nothing motivates me more than when someone tells me, don't exercise your rights. That is the worst thing a troll can do if they want me to leave their heroes alone and stop recording their boyfriends and their love crushes in uniform. Because that is enough to get me right up out of bed, away from my video game, and out here at night where it's easy to get shot by cops or anyone else, when I actually still have not fully recovered from being arrested illegally at South Padre Island and have had the unfortunate side effect of not wanting to do First Amendment audits anymore. So despite all of that, I have been somewhat revived by the trolls who were triggered by me cop watching. And I hope this is the main road coming up. Jeez, I'm like often, and I used to live in this town. That's the crazy thing. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, there we go. That's the main street that I'm looking for. All right. So to be continued. All right, so this is the second town that I've driven through where there's no cops pulling anybody over. And I was sitting here thinking about it, and I think I have a theory. We just had elections here. Elections just happened. And I have a funny feeling that some of these dirty politicians put the word out. And obviously the ones that haven't been voted in yet wouldn't really have the ability to do it unless they're just pulling strings and, pulling strings that way, saying, hey, I'm about to be this person, so do this. But I think they might have put out a little order to leave the peasants alone just for a little while during the elections, because you don't want the citizenry mad at their rulers right around the time when they're being voted in to continue stealing millions and millions of dollars in taxpayer money, to fund their exotic trips to Thailand and all the other stuff that these politicians all do, and are always getting caught doing. So that could be what's going on. There could have been just like a general, hey man, why don't you just leave them alone for a couple of weeks? Let them have their fun, unless it's something really, really serious. We don't want you guys out there busting everybody. Just leave it alone. So I did see a cop pull someone over, but by the time I got out and got my camera ready, the stop was over. It could not have lasted more than a minute or two at the tops. So my theory on that one is that he probably had a badge flashed at him. He probably got up to the car and someone flashed a badge and he said, oh, you're a god like me, you're above the law, go ahead. That, or it was someone he knew, because I can't think of any other reason why he would just let someone go that quickly. Usually they go on a long fishing expedition, so that's probably why it was so short. I don't know, it's just my theory. But I was going to say, even if all that happens is I start doing this regularly on Saturdays when I can, which I can, then I might just do that and just drive around and yap. And if you're up late on Saturday night, you can see it when it, after it's uploaded, or I might start doing it live. I don't know. Live is kind of precarious. That's tricky because you got comments going on. You have the phone on. It's visible that there's something going on the screen, which can be kind of dangerous. So maybe not. I don't know. That's kind of advanced. I'll think about it. It would be cool, but other than that, I might just start recording this on Saturdays and just talking about stuff. Obviously, I feel kind of like Chris Rock just a little bit. Everybody wants to know what's going on with my lawsuit, and I'm kind of like not really wanting to talk about it right now. Oh gosh. Anyway, that's gonna start a flurry of comments about getting smacked. Ooh, here we go. It's on up ahead. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can get this. Where can I stand? How about right here on the corner next to this guy under the streetlight? 4 cars.
sir. How you doing?
Hey, pretty good, thanks. I must have called for a supervisor. I think my phone would have done a better job than this. This is horrible quality. I think the vest helps, guys. It makes it obvious that I'm kind of semi-official. It's reflective. It's not something you would wear if you were wanting to run away or get away with a crime. I like the vest. It might end up just being my signature. I'm not going to wear a helmet. I'm going to wear a vest. Why is that so blacked out? Just so you can see how far away I am. I'm actually about maybe 30, 40 yards, close to 50 yards maybe. It was a good stop though. 4 cars means something's going on. They got the guy in the back seat. He's either going to jail or they're trying to figure out if they're going to take him to jail. But now they know that it's all being recorded. Since you probably can't hear it, it just sounds like somebody pleading their case, talking themselves into jail instead of pleading the fifth and remaining silent, which is what he should do, but I'm not going to start yelling at him to do that. That's just not my style. If you can get away with something like that, good on you, man. More power to you. And I'm not saying that I would never exercise that right, but it just doesn't feel right in this situation. Could I still have a little stage fright? Yeah, absolutely I could. But again, like I've said in other videos, I'm not about pushing buttons despite the way they tried to paint me during my lawsuit. I don't go around trying to elicit a negative response. That officer asked how I was doing. And I said, fine, thanks, you know. I didn't say, F you, go to hell. It's pretty obvious to me that these guys have either seen my video of the Harlingen Police Department, and it's been shown to them by their supervisors, and they've been told, you know, not to interfere with cameramen, or press, or citizens with cameras, unless the person, you know, obviously steps out of line in some way, or they've just been trained on it, or they just know, because I really have not had. I don't think I've had any negative response from Harlingen Police to the camera. I know I took a video one time of outside of a restaurant, someone getting pulled over, and the guy kind of gave me a weird look, but that's normal. They do that. Now this is bad quality. I can't see anything. It's dark. Well, this looks better on the big screen. To me, this looks really bad. I think that's the car that they pulled over. I took the plates earlier. Someone's going to jail. Oh, why is it having no camera? Signal. Off he goes. That sucks. That's a rough Saturday night when you go to jail. Better to just stay home, man. Drink some hot cocoa. Don't risk it.
Thanks. Sir?
Yep, have a good night.
Not exercising your First Amendment right?
Yes, sir, you got it, man. All right, I'm glad you know.
Have a channel or no?
I do, it's just a camera.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Don't hate me, man, don't hate me.
Oh, no, you're good, man. I watch...
It's not all. It's not going to be all positive on there.
I watch a lot of the different...
Do you know some of the big names?
Yeah, like, what's his name? Sakuzi, or what is it?
Oh, what is he? Wait. Why does that sound vaguely familiar?
Yeah, he does a lot. He's an African-American gentleman, but he does it...
Oh, you're talking about the Batusi.
Yeah, Batusi, yeah. That one, and then... who's the other one from... he's a Hispanic guy from California.
Oh, you're talking about Bay Area Transparency.
Yeah.
He's the king, bro. He's the king in my book, man.
Yeah.
Bay Area Transparency, Long Island Audits.
That's it, Long Island.
Long Island Audits, those guys, man.
There's one out of New Jersey, too.
You're talking about Amagansett Press.
Maybe,
It's a guy and his son, beard, kind of like me, yeah. Yeah, I was starting to get to become a bigger channel, but I got detained / arrested, depending on who you talk to, at South Padre Island.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, for recording behind the police station. You
that
probably
was you. I've seen that video.
You've probably seen the video. Yeah, that was me, man.
I didn't think that.
I've been laying low for a while because of that, to be honest with you. But had a couple trolls on my channel get mad at me for recording a stop up here the other night, and that was more motivation than I needed, man.
Oh man.
Tell me not to exercise my rights, and I'm going to do the exact opposite. So
that's right.
They may have come up with a way of motivating me. My fans are like, dude, get out there, man. I'm like, oh, I'm scared. I don't want to do it anymore, man.
That's good, man.
And then someone's like, don't do it anymore. And I'm like, I got to do it. So anyway.
Well, good. Man.
Well, cool, man. I appreciate your demeanor. Yeah, have a good night.
No problem.
What's your name?
Contreras.
Are you Sergeant?
Yeah.
Sergeant Contreras? Cool, man. I'll probably see you around.
All right.
Nice to meet you, man. Take care. Have a good night.
Take care.
All right.
Well, as you'll see in the final edit, the sergeant knew that I was exercising my First Amendment right, which I was very pleased with. Again, I'll say it all day long. We want passes. We want passes. We want to be left alone. We want the officers to know what we're doing. We want the days of, hey, who are you? You need a press pass, and you're in my scene, and all this other crap. And let me just go ahead and detain you because I don't like what you're doing. We want those days to be long gone and something of the past that police departments look back on and say, man, what were we thinking? We sucked back then. We were like violating people's rights left and right. We want those days to be over. The more cops see these videos, the more cops are familiar with these channels, the better it is, man. And yeah, you'll notice I took a moment to shout out to Bay Area Transparency and Long Island Audits. Doesn't mean I think they're the greatest, but no one, I don't care who you are, can deny that those guys are not making a difference. Slightly different styles, young guys, go-getters, man, hard chargers. I love it. It's all good, man. It's all good as long as you're making a change for the better. And then right up there with them in my book is James Freeman, but more for his commentary and the videos that he discusses and shows on his channel. And then cannot go without mentioning Johnny 5-0 for his awesome phone calls and the videos that he covers and shows as well. I need to give him an update on my lawsuit so he can maybe make a couple calls. But yeah, this was a sergeant I spoke to. He knew all the channels. He knew the first one he mentioned was the Batusi. He said Sazarski or something like that, but I knew who he's talking about. He's talking about the Batusi, who I don't like at all. At all. Not a fan. Not a fan. And I shouldn't even be saying that, but I don't want to get into it right now. Some people know about it already that have that were foolish enough to put on my channel, oh, you should look up Turner versus Driver. Turner versus Driver is the reason why auditors are getting arrested right and left, because cops have taken that to mean they can detain a photographer who they know is not a threat and who they know is exercising his First Amendment right just because Turner versus Driver. And federal judges who know better, the very bastions of civil rights and constitutional protections, federal judges will duck and bow and cop worship and bootlick because Turner versus Driver. Not the U.S. Constitution, not the supreme law of the land. No, 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 no. 2 white police officers who tortured a black photographer and got away with it because, boo-hoo, some cops got shot and killed. Okay? Doesn't mean I'm saying it's okay that they got shot and killed, but I'm saying the reason why was, boo-hoo, some cops got shot and killed, and so now we get to trample on your rights with absolute abandon simply because we're scared to do the job that we signed up to do, and you must now surrender all of your previously held rights to accommodate our fear and to accommodate our mere suspicion masquerading as reasonable, articulable suspicion. Our mere curiosity. Who's that guy? Oh, he's probably one of those First Amendment auditors. He's got a camera. He's recording us. He doesn't want to answer questions. They probably even knew who it was. But because they now have this little legal loophole to say, oh, I'm scared. Some cops got killed 4 years ago. I'm scared. So now come over here. Let me put your hands behind your back, put you in a mechanical restraints, and physically remove you from where you have the right to be and take you somewhere else, also known as an abduction. And I'm doing it while armed, which makes it a felony. But because I get to say Turner versus Driver, it's all okay, and a federal judge will dismiss the case. Mostly. The case got mostly dismissed. There's still some elements of it that are pending, so. Oh, I thought I said I wasn't going to get into it. Whoops, my bad. Anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. Peace out.